case of chain passing.
On the overlap.
Brazil will score.
Dummies and goes. Tyrone Roberts. That is his specialty.
Hello everyone, welcome to Rabbs'S Rant, round 20 of the National Rugby League, and a really tough round. If you get 5, 6, 7 out of this round, if you get the whole 8, you're an absolute genius. So here goes, 2 games tonight and 2 very good games. Cowboys and the Broncos. One of these sides will have no chance of making the top 8 after tonight. I think the Cowboys, with all their State of Origin stars back, will be too strong for the Broncos. There seems to be some rift in the Broncos camp. Peter Wallace to the bench. Scotty Prince seems to be out of favour. They've made some changes. Norman is totally out of the side altogether. So I just think the Cowboys will be a little bit too strong up there at 1300 Smile Stadium. The other game is the Bulldogs and Parramatta. Well, the Bulldogs are almost at full strength as well. Parramatta, as we all know, are not playing that well. And Canterbury have a really soft draw coming into the final few rounds, and this could see them pop up to about 5th or 6th on the ladder. So Canterbury for mine to beat Parramatta. Then we go to tomorrow, and this is the real smoke, or one of the smokies of the round, the Dragons and Canberra. Now, the Dragons haven't beaten Canberra in the last 9 times they've played at any stadium, whether it's in the nation's capital, at Jubilee, or down there in Wollongong. But, gee, what a performance. I've got to apologise to all those Dragons fans for writing them off last week, especially to our director, Matty Nicholas, who was absolutely filthy that I tipped against the Dragons last week. Well, Matty, I've upset your tips this week. I've gone the Dragons to beat Canberra in this one, and it will be a little bit of an upset. This next game, I think, is another real smoky. The Titans and the Rabbs'S. The Rabbs'S got beaten last week, as we all know. Should have won the game, leading 18-6 with 10 to go. The Titans have been ordinary the last couple of weeks. They're almost at full strength. It's up there at School Park on the Gold Coast. Rabbits are without Greg Inglis again. So have a look how this fluctuates. If there's any more withdrawals or whatever, Matty Kings comes back into the side for the Rabbs'S. I'm going to tip the Rabbs'S, but not with a great deal of confidence. Then we've got the next one is the Warriors and the Storm. Now, the Storm had the bye last week. The Warriors were very good against the Tigers at Leichhardt Oval. I'm going to tip an upset here. I'm going to tip the Warriors at home. They're playing some very good football on the back of Johnson, who is just absolutely on fire at the moment. Then you've got the Sharks and the Panthers. Now, gee, it's a flip of the coin, this one. Luke Lewis is a chance of playing for the Sharks. If he does play, I think the Sharkies will win. I'm going to tip the Sharkies anyway. Penrith was solid against Newcastle, but Newcastle were just far too strong in the end. But I think the Sharks might get the Panthers. One of the matches of the round, the Knights and the Roosters. The Roosters could go to the top of the ladder if the Rabbitohs get beaten. The Knights have won their last 3, and they will give this one hell of a shake. James Maloney and Mitchell Pearce, though, last week were absolutely outstanding for the Chooks, and they get back OMG SBW for this game. So I think the Roosters may win this one by a point or 2, but gee, I'd love to see the Knights win. Leaving one game Monday night, which is the Tigers and also the Seagulls. Last game for Benji at Campbelltown. The Seagulls just playing too good for mine. The Tigers are ordinary at Leichhardt against the Warriors, and I think the Seagulls won't have a picnic, but they should win this one and win it fairly comfortably. Good luck with your tips. Great to have 8 games on a weekend. See you next week.